If this message has found its way to you right now, understand that it carries a purpose far greater than simple coincidence. The celestial beings have been observing the movements of your heart with special attention, and they've asked me to deliver words that will resonate deeply within your soul. Something extraordinary is preparing to unfold in your emotional world, and the energy surrounding you at this precise moment is unlike anything you've experienced before. Take a slow breath, allow yourself to settle into this space, and open your heart to receive what the universe has carefully prepared for your journey. Before we go any further, if there's someone occupying your thoughts right now, someone whose presence lingers in your mind even when they're far away, I want you to silently speak their name. Hold that name in your consciousness as we move forward together, because the energy we're about to explore is directly connected to this person and the invisible threads that bind your souls. The angels have revealed something profound to me about your current situation. There's an individual in your life, perhaps someone from your past or someone you've recently encountered, who has been carrying you in their thoughts with an intensity they themselves don't fully understand. This person experiences waves of emotion when your memory surfaces in their mind, and lately, these waves have been growing stronger, more persistent, almost impossible to ignore. What makes this revelation particularly significant is that this individual has been wrestling with their own feelings, trying to make sense of the pull they feel toward you. During quiet moments, when they're alone with their thoughts, your face appears in their mind's eye with startling clarity. They remember specific details about you, small things that most people wouldn't notice, like the way you laugh when something genuinely amuses you, or the particular expression you wear when you're deep in thought. These aren't random memories. They're signs of a connection that runs far deeper than surface-level attraction. The celestial realm wants you to know that very soon, within the coming hours, this person is going to experience a shift in their emotional landscape. Something will trigger a realization within them, a moment of clarity where they suddenly understand that they can no longer keep their feelings hidden or suppressed. This awakening won't be subtle or easy to dismiss. It will arrive with force, demanding their attention and compelling them to take action. The universe has been preparing both of you for this moment, aligning circumstances and removing obstacles that previously stood between you. What seemed complicated or impossible before is now becoming clear and accessible. The path forward is opening, and the energy required for reconnection is building to a crescendo that neither of you will be able to ignore. Now, I need you to write this in the comments. I welcome the truth that seeks me with open arms. This simple act of declaration sends a signal to the universe that you're ready to receive what's coming, that you're prepared to face whatever revelations and emotions arise. Write it now and feel the shift in your own energy as you do. The angels have shown me that this person has been reviewing your shared history with new eyes. Moments that once seemed ordinary now reveal themselves as precious and irreplaceable. Conversations you had together echo in their memory with renewed significance. Even disagreements or challenging times between you are now viewed through a lens of understanding and growth rather than pain or regret. This shift in perspective is crucial because it indicates that this person has evolved emotionally and spiritually. They're not the same individual they were before. They've done inner work, faced their own shadows, and emerged with greater capacity for authentic connection. This maturation process has led them to recognize something they may have taken for granted or failed to appreciate fully when you were together: your unique value and the special quality of what you shared. What the celestial realm emphasizes most strongly is that when this person reaches out, and they will reach out very soon, their approach will be different from anything you've experienced with them before. There will be vulnerability in their words, a willingness to be seen without armor or pretense. They're preparing to show you a side of themselves they've kept hidden, perhaps even from their own awareness until recently. This authenticity is what will make the reconnection so powerful and transformative. It won't be a casual hello or a surface-level check-in. This will be communication loaded with meaning, emotion, and genuine intention. They want you to know how they truly feel, and they're gathering the courage to express it without holding back. The universe is asking you to prepare your own heart for this encounter. Release any bitterness or resentment you might be carrying from past hurts. Those old wounds served their purpose by teaching you valuable lessons, but they no longer need to dictate your present or future. When this person appears in your life again, whether through a message, a call, or an unexpected meeting, approach the situation with fresh eyes and an open heart. Don't let fear of being hurt again prevent you from experiencing something beautiful and healing. The angels are surrounding you with protective energy, ensuring that whatever unfolds will be for your highest good. Trust in this divine protection and know that you're being guided every step of the way. Pay close attention to the subtle signals that will appear throughout your day. You might suddenly think of this person with unusual intensity, feeling their presence almost as if they were standing beside you. You might hear a song that holds special meaning for both of you, or encounter a place that carries memories of time spent together. These aren't random occurrences. They're cosmic breadcrumbs leading you toward the reunion that's taking shape. Your intuition will become particularly sharp during this period. If you feel compelled to check your phone, do it. If you sense that you should go to a particular place or reach out to someone, follow that inner prompting. The universe communicates through these gentle nudges, and honoring them will help you align with the flow of events that are orchestrating your reconnection. The angels want you to understand that this reconnection isn't just about revisiting the past or returning to something that once was. This is about creating something entirely new, something that incorporates all the growth and wisdom both of you have gained through your time apart. Every experience you've had, every lesson learned, every moment of pain and joy has been preparing you for this next chapter. The person who's about to reach out to you has also been on their own journey of transformation. They've encountered situations that forced them to confront parts of themselves they'd previously avoided. They've faced loneliness that made them realize what they lost when they let you go. They've tried to fill the space you occupied in their life, only to discover that no one else fits quite the same way. This realization hasn't come easily or quickly. It's been a gradual awakening, building over time until it reached a point where denial was no longer possible. What makes this moment particularly significant is the timing. The universe operates on perfect schedules that our human minds can't always comprehend. If this reconnection had happened earlier, neither of you would have been truly ready. Old patterns would have repeated themselves, and the same issues would have resurfaced. But now, after all the inner work and evolution you've both undergone, the foundation is solid enough to support something lasting and meaningful. The angels have been waiting for precisely this moment when both hearts are aligned and prepared to meet each other in a space of authenticity and maturity. They've been orchestrating circumstances behind the scenes, gently guiding both of you toward this convergence point where healing and love can flourish. Before we continue, I want to invite you to do something that supports this message, reaching more people who need to hear it. If what I'm sharing is resonating with your soul, if you feel the truth in these words touching something deep within you, consider clicking Follow Demise right now. This simple gesture helps this channel continue bringing messages of light and guidance to hearts that are searching for answers. Your support makes all the difference in keeping this mission alive and reaching those who need it most. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Now the celestial realm has shown me specific signs you should watch for that will confirm this person's intentions are genuine and their feelings are real. First, you'll notice an increase in synchronicities surrounding this individual. Their name might appear unexpectedly in conversations with others, or you'll see it written somewhere when you least expect it. You might dream about them with vivid clarity, dreams that feel more like actual encounters than random mental imagery. These dreams will carry emotional weight and leave you thinking about them long after you wake. Second, you'll experience physical sensations that signal their energetic presence. Perhaps a sudden warmth in your chest, a tingling sensation, or an unexplained feeling of being watched over and protected. These are all indications that the spiritual realm is preparing you for what's coming. Write this in the comments now. My heart recognizes truth when it approaches. This declaration strengthens your ability to discern genuine connection from false promises. It attunes your inner compass to guide you correctly when the moment of reconnection arrives. The angels emphasize that when this person finally makes contact, your response is crucial. They don't want you to play games or hide your own feelings behind walls of protection. At the same time, they encourage you to maintain your dignity and self-worth. There's a balance to strike between being open and being discerning. Listen carefully to what this person says, but also pay attention to what they do. Actions will reveal the truth of their intentions more clearly than words ever could. If they speak of change and growth, observe whether their behavior reflects those claims. If they express regret for past mistakes, notice whether they take genuine responsibility or make excuses. The universe has given you wisdom through your experiences, and now is the time to use that wisdom while also allowing your heart to remain soft and receptive. And here's something really important that I need you to hear. If you've been following this message and feeling moved to engage more deeply with this community, this is the perfect moment to subscribe to the channel. By subscribing, you're not just supporting this work, you're also ensuring that future messages like this one will reach you when you need them most. The angels work through many channels to communicate with those who are seeking guidance, and this is one of the ways they've chosen to reach you. Click that subscribe button and let me know in the comments what brought you here today. Was it a feeling? A search for answers about someone specific? Share your story with this community because your words might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. We're all connected in this journey, and your experience matters. Something else the celestial beings want you to know. This person who's thinking about you has been having internal conversations, practicing what they want to say to you. They've imagined different scenarios of how your conversation might unfold. They've rehearsed opening lines and considered various approaches. This mental preparation shows how seriously they're taking this reconnection. It's not a casual impulse or a moment of weakness. They've been building up to this, gathering courage and waiting for what feels like the right moment. The universe is now providing that moment, removing their last hesitations and creating the perfect conditions for them to finally reach out. Your own energy during this time will play a significant role in how smoothly everything unfolds. If you remain anxious, desperate, or fearful, that energy can actually create resistance in the flow of events. Instead, cultivate a state of peaceful anticipation. Know that what's meant for you is already on its way. Trust that the universe has your best interests at heart and is guiding you toward experiences that will serve your highest good. This doesn't mean forcing positivity or pretending you don't have concerns. It means acknowledging your feelings while choosing to focus on hope rather than fear, on possibility rather than limitation. The angels are asking you to stand in your power, to remember your worth, and to approach this situation from a place of wholeness rather than neediness. The celestial messengers have revealed layers of this situation that go deeper than you might initially realize. This person who occupies your thoughts hasn't just been thinking about you in passing moments. Their connection to you has been affecting their daily life in tangible ways. They find themselves comparing others to you, and everyone falls short. They catch themselves starting to share something with you before remembering you're not there to hear it. They see things that would make you laugh, and feel a pang of sadness that they can't show you. These small, constant reminders have been accumulating, building pressure in their heart until something has to give. That breaking point is approaching rapidly, and when it arrives, you'll feel the shift in the atmosphere around you even before any direct contact occurs. What the angels want you to understand is that this reconnection carries the potential to transform not just your relationship with this person, but your entire understanding of love and connection. You've been learning lessons about boundaries, self-worth, and authentic communication. You've discovered strengths within yourself that you didn't know existed. You've survived loneliness and uncertainty and emerged with greater clarity about what you truly want and need. All of this inner work has been preparation for receiving a connection that matches your evolved state. The person coming toward you now isn't approaching the old version of you. They're being drawn to who you've become through your journey of growth. Take a moment right now and write in the comments, "I am ready to receive connections that honor my truth." This statement sets a powerful boundary and intention. It tells the universe that you're only available for relationships that respect your value and support your continued growth. There's something specific the angels showed me about the timing of when this person will reach out. It won't happen during a moment when you're desperately hoping for it or obsessively checking your phone. It will come when you're engaged in something else, when you've released your grip on the outcome and allowed yourself to be present in your current moment. This is how the universe works. It rewards surrender and trust more than striving and grasping. So the best thing you can do right now is continue living your life fully, pursuing your interests, connecting with friends, taking care of your well-being. As you focus on your own happiness and fulfillment, you raise your vibration and become a magnet for positive experiences, including the reconnection that's headed your way. The celestial realm also wants to address something important: fear. You might be experiencing fear right now, fear of being hurt again, fear of opening yourself up to someone who caused you pain in the past, fear that this hope you're feeling will lead to disappointment. These fears are natural and understandable. The angels aren't asking you to pretend they don't exist. They're asking you to acknowledge them and then consciously choose not to let them control your actions. Fear is information, not instruction. It tells you that something matters to you, that you have something valuable to protect, but it shouldn't paralyze you or prevent you from taking chances on meaningful connections. The protection the angels are offering you isn't the kind that keeps you locked away from all risk. It's the kind that gives you strength to face uncertainty with courage and wisdom. Here's what will happen when this person finally makes contact. You'll immediately feel whether their energy has truly changed. You won't have to analyze their words or decode their intentions because your intuition will provide instant clarity. If they're approaching you with genuine transformation and authentic feeling, you'll sense it in your body before your mind has time to process it. There will be a resonance, a feeling of rightness that can't be faked or manufactured. Trust that feeling. On the other hand, if they're reaching out from ego, boredom, or manipulation, you'll also sense that immediately if you're paying attention. The key is to listen to your inner knowing rather than the voice of hope that might want to overlook red flags. The angels are showing me that this person has been receiving their own signs and messages, though they might not recognize them as such. They've been experiencing restlessness and dissatisfaction with their current circumstances. Things that used to bring them pleasure now feel empty. They've been questioning their choices and wondering about paths not taken. All of this internal turmoil has been pushing them toward the realization that they need to reconnect with you. The universe has been applying gentle pressure, creating situations that remind them of what they're missing, until staying away becomes more uncomfortable than taking the risk of reaching out. Write this in the comments. I trust the timing of my life's unfolding. This affirmation helps you release control and align with the natural rhythm of your journey. It reminds you that everything is happening exactly when it should. Now, Something crucial the celestial beings want to emphasize. When this reconnection occurs, don't abandon yourself in the excitement of the moment. Don't immediately make yourself completely available or rearrange your entire life around this person. Maintain the independence and self-sufficiency you've developed during your time apart. This isn't about playing hard to get or using strategy. It's about honoring the person you've become and ensuring that any reconnection happens on terms that respect your growth. The person reaching out to you needs to see and appreciate the evolved version of you, not just the version they remember from before. Show them through your actions and boundaries that you value yourself highly and expect to be treated accordingly. The angels also want you to know that this situation might unfold differently than you imagine. Your mind might have created a specific scenario of how the reconnection will happen, but the universe often works in unexpected ways. Be flexible and open to possibilities you haven't considered. The contact might come through an intermediary, through a chance encounter, or through a platform you weren't expecting. Don't be so fixated on one particular outcome that you miss the opportunity when it presents itself in a different form. Something remarkable is happening in the invisible realms right now, something that will soon manifest in your physical reality in ways you can see and feel. The angels have been working tirelessly to clear obstacles and create pathways for authentic connection. They've been whispering into the consciousness of the person who needs to reach you, gradually dismantling their resistance and fear. Every time this person thinks of you and then talks themselves out of making contact, the angels intensify their guidance, making it increasingly impossible for them to ignore what their heart is telling them. The pressure building within them has reached a critical point, and very soon that pressure will find release through action. The celestial realm wants you to understand something profound about the nature of true connection. When two souls are meant to walk together, even temporarily, the universe will conspire to bring them into alignment. This doesn't mean everything will be easy or that challenges won't arise. It means that despite obstacles, despite time and distance, despite misunderstandings and mistakes, there's a magnetic pull that keeps drawing these souls back toward each other. What you're experiencing right now is the early movement of that magnetic force gaining strength. You can feel it in the increased intensity of your thoughts about this person. You notice it in the way memories surface without invitation. You sense it in the anticipation that's been building in your chest, the feeling that something significant is about to shift. If this message is touching something real inside you, if you're feeling the truth of these words resonating with your own experience, I want to invite you to click Valot Demain to support this work. By doing so, you help ensure that messages like this continue to reach people who are searching for guidance and hope. This isn't just about supporting a channel. It's about participating in a movement of light and healing that extends far beyond any single person. Your contribution, however small it might seem to you, creates ripples that touch lives in ways you'll never fully know. Thank you for being part of this mission. Now write this in the comments. Love finds me because I am worthy of being found. This declaration reinforces your inherent value and magnetizes the right kind of connections toward you. The angels are showing me specific qualities about the person who's preparing to reconnect with you. This individual has a gentle heart beneath whatever tough exterior they might present to the world. They've been carrying their own wounds and fears, just as you have been. They've made mistakes, not because they're a bad person, but because they were operating from a place of unconsciousness or fear. What's changed now is their level of awareness. They've begun to see patterns in their behavior that previously existed in their blind spot. They've started to recognize how their actions affected you and others. This growing consciousness is what's driving their need to reach out, to make amends, to try again with greater wisdom and intention. One thing the celestial realm emphasizes strongly is that you should not chase this connection. Your role is to remain open and receptive, not to pursue or convince. If you find yourself tempted to reach out first, to initiate contact before they do, pause and check in with your motivation. Are you acting from a place of wholeness and genuine inspiration, or from a place of anxiety and need? There's a significant difference. When you act from wholeness, your energy is expansive and attractive. When you act from need, your energy can actually push away what you're trying to draw closer. The universe is orchestrating the timing of this reconnection, and trying to force it prematurely could disrupt the natural flow. Here's something beautiful the angels revealed. When this person finally reaches out, there will be vulnerability in their approach that you've never witnessed from them before. They're going to show you a side of themselves that they usually keep hidden, protected behind walls of pride or fear of judgment. This vulnerability is a gift they're offering you, proof that something fundamental has shifted within them. Receive this gift with grace and appreciation, even if you're not sure yet how you want to respond to their overture. The courage it takes for them to lower their defenses and risk rejection deserves acknowledgement. The celestial messengers want you to prepare yourself emotionally for a range of possible outcomes. While everything I've shared points toward a positive reconnection, the universe always preserves free will for all involved. This means that while the energy is aligned and the circumstances are favorable, the ultimate outcome will depend on choices made by both parties. Your role is to stay grounded in your own worth, regardless of how things unfold. If this reconnection leads to a beautiful new chapter in your relationship, wonderful. If it leads to closure and clarity that allows you both to move forward separately with greater peace, that's also valuable. Either way, you'll gain something important from this experience. Write in the comments, "I release outcomes and trust in divine timing." This helps you detach from specific expectations while remaining open to whatever serves your highest good. There's also a practical aspect the angels want to address. When this person contacts you, don't feel pressured to respond immediately or to have all your feelings figured out. It's perfectly acceptable to take time to process what they share with you. You might need hours or even days to sit with their words and assess how you truly feel. Don't let anyone rush you into decisions or commitments you're not ready to make. The right person will respect your need for time and space. They'll understand that rebuilding trust and connection is a gradual process that can't be forced or hurried. If someone is pushing for immediate resolution or trying to skip over important conversations, that's actually a red flag worth noting. The universe is supporting you in ways you can't fully see right now. There are guardian energies surrounding you, protecting you from deception and guiding you toward truth. You're not alone in navigating this situation. Every time you feel uncertain or confused, you can call on these protective forces for clarity and strength. As we move deeper into this revelation, the angels want to share something about the specific energy surrounding the coming days. There's a window opening, a period of heightened receptivity where communication flows more easily and hearts are more willing to take risks. This window won't remain open indefinitely, which is why the person thinking of you is feeling such urgency. On a soul level, they sense that this is the right moment, perhaps the best moment, to bridge the distance between you. Missing this opportunity would mean waiting for another alignment of circumstances and energies, and something in them recognizes that waiting is no longer an option. The time for action is now, and they're gathering every ounce of courage they possess to take that action. What you need to know about your own preparation is this: your energy field needs to be as clear and balanced as possible. This means taking care of your physical body, getting adequate rest, eating nourishing food, and engaging in activities that bring you peace and joy. It also means being mindful of the company you keep and the content you consume. Surround yourself with positivity and people who uplift you. Avoid toxic influences or situations that drain your energy. The clearer and more balanced you are, the better you'll be able to navigate whatever arises in the coming interaction with this person. You'll have access to your wisdom and intuition instead of being clouded by exhaustion, stress, or negative influences. The angels are showing me that some of you receiving this message have been through significant heartbreak with this person in the past. The pain was real and deep, and it's natural to have hesitation about opening yourself up again. What the celestial realm wants you to know is that you're not the same person who was hurt before. You've developed new strength, new awareness, new boundaries. What wounded you then might not have the same power over you now because you've evolved. You've learned to recognize warning signs earlier. You've learned to communicate your needs more clearly. You've learned that you can survive loss and rebuild your life. All of this makes you more resilient and better equipped to engage in healthy relationship dynamics. Take a moment and write, "My past experiences have made me wiser, not weaker." This affirmation helps you reframe past pain as valuable education rather than damage that limits your future possibilities. Now, the angels want to discuss something about the actual conversation that will take place when this person reaches out. They're encouraging you to be honest but kind, direct but compassionate. If there are things from the past that still need to be addressed, this is your opportunity to voice them. Don't pretend everything is fine if it isn't. Don't gloss over important issues for the sake of keeping the peace. At the same time, there's no need to be harsh or punishing. Speak your truth from a place of wanting understanding and resolution, not from a place of wanting to hurt them in return for hurts you experienced. The quality of this initial conversation will set the tone for everything that follows, so approach it with intentionality and awareness. Something beautiful the celestial realm revealed is that this reconnection has the potential to heal not just the relationship between you and this person, but also old wounds within each of you individually. Sometimes we need someone specific to mirror back to us the parts of ourselves we haven't fully accepted or integrated. This person might show you where you still need to grow, where you're still holding on to patterns that don't serve you. If you can receive that reflection with humility and willingness to evolve, the growth you experience will be profound. Similarly, you might offer them mirrors that help them see themselves more clearly. This mutual reflection, when engaged with love and respect, accelerates personal development for both people involved. The angels also want to prepare you for the possibility that this reconnection might stir up complex emotions. You might feel joy and fear simultaneously. You might experience relief mixed with anger. You might find yourself cycling through multiple emotional states in a short period of time. All of this is normal and doesn't mean something is wrong. Complex situations evoke complex feelings. Give yourself permission to feel whatever arises without judgment. Don't try to force yourself into a state of peace or certainty before you genuinely arrive there. The journey through these emotions is part of the process, and rushing it serves no one. Write this in the comments. I honor all my feelings as valid messengers. This creates space for emotional authenticity and helps you navigate the situation with greater self-awareness. Here's something practical the celestial messengers want to emphasize. Have a support system in place. Make sure you have people in your life you can talk to honestly about what's happening. These should be people who care about your well-being, who can offer perspective without imposing their agenda, who will support whatever decision you make. Avoid seeking advice from people who have their own unresolved issues with relationships or who might project their fears onto your situation. The right support system will help you process your experiences and maintain clarity as things unfold. The angels are also addressing those of you who might be thinking, what if this message isn't about the person I think it's about? Trust your initial instinct. The name or face that came to mind when you started reading this message is very likely the correct person. The universe guided you to this message for a reason, and your intuition knows more than your analytical mind gives it credit for. That said, remain open to surprise. Sometimes the universe has plans that exceed our imagination, and the reconnection that occurs might come from an unexpected source or take an unexpected form. Something else important: when this person reaches out, pay attention not just to what they say, but to how they make you feel. Do you feel energized and uplifted, or drained and anxious? Do you feel seen and valued, or overlooked and diminished? Your emotional and physical responses to their presence provide crucial information about whether this connection is healthy for you. Don't override these internal signals in favor of what you wish were true. We've reached the final part of this message, and the angels have saved some of their most important guidance for these closing moments. What they want you to understand above all else is that you have agency in this situation. The person approaching you, the reconnection being offered, the feelings being expressed, all of these are invitations, not obligations. You get to choose how you respond. You get to set the pace. You get to decide what you're willing to accept and what you're not. No matter how strong the connection feels, no matter how much history you share, you are not required to move forward with this relationship if it doesn't feel right to you. The universe supports your autonomy and wants you to honor your own knowing. The celestial realm also wants to speak to the concept of closure. For some of you, this reconnection will lead to a renewed relationship, a chance to build something better with the wisdom you've both gained. For others, this reconnection will provide closure, allowing you to finally release attachment and move forward with peace. Both outcomes are valuable. Both outcomes can be exactly what you need. Don't enter this situation with rigid expectations about which outcome must occur. Stay open to whatever truth reveals itself through this process. Write in the comments now, "I welcome clarity in all its forms." This statement helps you remain receptive to whatever insights and understanding emerge from this reconnection, regardless of whether they match your hopes. The angels want you to know that they will be present with you during the conversation or interaction with this person. You can call on them silently for support, courage, and wisdom. If you feel overwhelmed or uncertain in the moment, take a breath and internally ask for guidance. Pay attention to the thoughts and feelings that arise in response to that request. Often, divine guidance comes through as sudden clarity, a gut feeling, or words that simply appear in your consciousness. Trust these subtle communications and allow them to inform your responses. Something important the celestial messengers emphasized repeatedly is the value of authenticity. Don't try to be who you think this person wants you to be. Don't minimize your own needs or hide your true feelings to make things easier or more comfortable. The only way this reconnection can lead to something genuinely fulfilling is if both people show up as their authentic selves. If this person can't appreciate or accept who you really are, then they're not the right person for you, no matter how strong the attraction or history between you. You deserve someone who loves the real you, not a carefully curated version designed to earn their approval. The angels also want to address the future. Many of you are wondering, what comes after this reconnection? Where will this lead? The truth is that you don't need to know right now. You don't need to figure out the entire trajectory of this relationship in the first conversation. Take things one step at a time. See how this person shows up consistently over time, not just in the excitement of initial reconnection. Notice whether their actions match their words. Observe whether they respect your boundaries and support your growth. Give yourself permission to remain curious and observant rather than rushing to conclusions or commitments. Here's one final declaration I want you to write in the comments. I am exactly where I need to be, and everything is unfolding perfectly. Ndriza, this affirmation helps you relax into trust and release the anxiety that can arise when facing important moments of transition and uncertainty. As this message comes to a close, I want to speak directly to you from my heart. If you've stayed with me through this entire journey, if you've allowed these words to touch something real within you, then you're already demonstrating the courage and openness that will serve you well in whatever comes next. Life is full of moments that ask us to be brave, to risk being hurt again, to choose hope over cynicism. This is one of those moments for you. How you navigate it will shape not just this particular relationship, but your overall approach to love and connection moving forward. I want to invite you, if you haven't already, to become part of this community by subscribing to this channel. What we're building here isn't just about messages and predictions. It's about creating a space where people can share their experiences, support each other through challenges, and celebrate victories together. Your story matters. The journey you're on right now, with all its uncertainty and hope, is valuable not just to you, but to others who are walking similar paths. After this video ends, take a moment to share in the comments what this message brought up for you. What insights did you gain? What feelings arose? What questions remain? Your words might be exactly what someone else needs to read to feel less alone or to gain a new perspective. Tell us about your experience with reconnection, whether past or present. Have you gone through something similar? What did you learn? What advice would you offer to others facing this situation? This community grows stronger when we're willing to be vulnerable and honest with each other. When we share not just our successes, but also our struggles and uncertainties. If this video helped you in any way, if it offered comfort or clarity or hope, let us know. Your feedback helps us understand what resonates and what serves the community best. And if you feel called to do so, share this message with someone who might need to hear it. Sometimes we're meant to be the messenger who carries light to someone else who's searching in the darkness. The angels are with you always, not just in this moment, but in every moment of your life. They're celebrating your courage, supporting your growth, and guiding you toward experiences that serve your highest evolution. Trust in their presence. Trust in your own strength. Trust in the perfect timing of your life's unfolding. Everything you've been through has prepared you for what comes next. You are ready, you are worthy, you are deeply loved, and whatever happens with this reconnection, you're going to be okay. More than okay. You're going to continue growing into the fullest expression of who you're meant to be. Blessings on your journey.